So I'm sitting outside of this Starbucks right now because according to this website I found they have the fastest Wi-Fi speed. I must have to be inside for that to be factual, but I'm sitting here waiting for my video to upload. And so I was like, well, let me make use of my time while I'm, waiting. So I've been going through my car, trying to get rid of more things that are just attachments and not necessarily like good form, like my growth. So I have all this stuff in my little door where I looked at it and I said, is this something that I'm just holding on to for no reason, or is it something that I have because it's inspiring me to continue on my path? And I'm surprised at how many things I've collected now that are not helping me. And this is something that I'll be doing. I'll be making an actual video of me going through all of my boxes and stuff, because it's so interesting when you move from a house to like your own place. Obviously you donate some things, you're like, oh, I didn't really need that, and then you're in your house. So then moving from your house into your car really makes you downsize even more about what is really essential to you. And then moving from your car into a van, which is going to be your home, where weight is important and making sure things aren't too heavy and like taking a lot of things into account, makes you think even more, what is really important? What do I really need in order to feel what? Like, what do you really need to feel from the things that you own, you know what I mean? So, water, food, warmth, I guess, is one of them. Shelter, in a way. With those things, essentially, you are fine. You don't necessarily need anything else other than that. We've created a lot of attachments to things, like, I need to have this, I need to have that. Honestly, on going on this path, I can already tell I'm going to have, I was already more appreciative of things than I may have thought other people were, or like they weren't really looking at like, I don't understand why people complain about some of the things that they have when there are literally people who are like starving to death and like freezing to death every day, and we're like complaining because, our water wasn't hot enough in the shower, or whatever it is that is happening. And so I know that being on this path and going on this path is really just going to make me even more be like, do I really need that? Because there are so many things I have in these boxes that are like mementos, like I remember when I got this thing, or this person got me that, which reminds me of this, which reminds me of that. That's an attachment. Unless like I said, of course, there are items here that I'll be like, when I look at that, I know it'll be a reminder that I'm on the right path. Or if I look at that, I know it'll be a reminder that yes, like, you're doing the right thing. Like something that helps affirm the direction I'm going. But a lot of the things that I have affirm who I used to be and not who I'm becoming or who I want to be. I don't have my ears on right now because the ears I had on today were like, I guess, made for a child's head probably. And so I have a little bit of a tension headache, I believe. And also, I think I just need to start drinking more water, but I do not like having to go into a bunch of restaurants all the time to use the restroom, so it's been interesting. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that while I was waiting for this video to upload. Is like, there are a lot of things that we own that we don't need, essentially. If you had to imagine that you had to put everything that you owned into your car, you might be a little overwhelmed. So if you think about what would you really need in your car, it really shifts your perspective. And then when you're like, okay, well now I'm about to sell this car and not even have this car, so I really need to look through my things again for what I'm going to put into my next van, because I really my car has kind of been my home for a while, and so I'm changing homes essentially from this car to a new car. And so I'm deciding very intentionally the things I'm going to place into my new home, into my new way of life, basically. So everything that's going to be in there is going to be in there for a reason, and I'll have a video kind of explaining that anyway. I kind of feel like Marie Kondo, even though I've never watched that, I'm sure I would resonate with I don't necessarily think I'm holding on to things though if they bring me joy or not. I really need things to remind me of what's truly important, what truly matters, because obviously it's fun to travel and explore and go to new places, but this choice was a lot deeper than that. It wasn't like, oh, I just want to go have fun and travel. Like, I do enjoy traveling and I do enjoy that, but there are things that I'm going to be learning about myself and gathering for myself that will mean a lot more than just like, oh, I could make a cute little video about me going here. It's going to be like some work, you know? So I just wanted to share a little bit of that. I hope that if you think you may have too many attachments, just start with one thing at a time, and you'll honestly never feel better than after you're done having those attachments. Like, once you release all those things, you recognize that the only true home is yourself. The only real home that you'll ever own is your body, and anything outside of that is not something that can sustain you. Only your body and your mind and your soul and your heart can sustain you. So, I mean, obviously food and water, but that's a little bit different. That's not, you can't, there's no attachment to that because your body processes it. It's not like you constantly just hold it. I mean, some people do hoard food, but you know what I mean. Anyway, okay, I'm rambling now. Alrighty, I will see you on my next video. This is just a quick little thought. Stay tuned for my adventures. Subscribe if you like the things that I'm sharing, or if you want to follow me on my journey. And I will see you on my next one. Have a beautiful day or night wherever you are. Peace and love.